says 40, I say 39. You're with Informed Families.
I am.
So I was going to ask you what Informed Families are, but we're going to do a video on that, right?
I think that's great.
All right, let's do that. 39 years. I met Peggy. We met each other in elementary school.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We got a video talking about all about Informed Families. Here we go.
By President and Mrs. Reagan, the National Family Partnership, formerly the National Federation of Parents for Drug-Free Youth, was established as a grassroots nonprofit organization in 1980 by a handful of concerned and determined parents who were convinced that they should begin to play a leadership role in drug prevention. Today, NFP is a national leader in drug prevention, education, and advocacy. Our mission is to lead and support our nation's families and communities in nurturing the full potential of healthy and successful drug-free youth. In response to the murder of DEA agent Enrique Kiki Camarena in 1985, angered parents and youth in communities across the country began wearing red ribbons as a symbol of their commitment to raise awareness of the killing and destruction caused by drugs in America. In 1988, NFP sponsored the first National Red Ribbon Celebration. The Red Ribbon served as a catalyst to mobilize communities and encourage participation in drug prevention activities. Today, the Red Ribbon Campaign is now the oldest and largest drug prevention program in the nation, reaching over 80 million people during Red Ribbon Week from October 23rd through 31st. NFP's work is recognized through its growing network partners, coalitions, and organizations across the country. As our network strives to work in local communities, NFP continues to support and build groups at the grassroots level, serving as a resource and a national voice.
Hello, I'm Peggy Sapp. I'm the president of NFP, and NFP is the sponsor of the Red Ribbon Campaign. The Red Ribbon Campaign occurs every October 23rd through 31st. It honors DEA agent Kiki Camarena, who was kidnapped, tortured, and murdered in Mexico. So when we say drugs don't hurt other people, yes, drugs hurt a lot of people. It's not just you, it's your family, it's your community, and ultimately people who even give their life to try to make our lives safer. So we want you to join us for Red Ribbon Week. You can do it in all kinds of ways. We have, with the DEA, we have a photo contest. Show us how you want to feature your school door or your home and enter the contest. We want to recognize you because you are the one who really matters. So that's the Red Ribbon Photo Contest, and then we invite you to join the theme contest. You saw a lot of pictures of people who did the 2020 theme, and we're just rolling out the 2021. Drug-free looks like me. There's a lot of ways to participate. We've received a lot of pictures. Send us your pictures because you're the key. Red Ribbon Week is a treasure for everyone in America, and we want you to join us October 23rd through 31st. Light up your city. It can be big, little, small. And we've given you a lot of good ideas. Tell us the best one that you have. Thank you for helping.
NFP proudly recognizes the DEA as a key partner in prevention, working tirelessly to keep Americans safe from dangerous drugs and those who traffic in them. Prevention is all about participation. How will you participate in Red Ribbon Week? Get involved and join the campaign. Learn more by visiting our website at www.redribbon.org.
So I'm a little confused. The nonprofit is called Informed Families.
Mm-hmm. The Florida Family Partnership.
Okay, and how did Red Ribbon get involved with that? How does that all connect?
Well, when they started in 80 in Washington, they called themselves the National Federation of Parents for Drug-Free Youth, which was like, who, what? I don't know what that is. So over the years, and then they had affiliates, and Miami was their biggest affiliate. Remember, we had Frank Borman, we had Alva Chapman. I mean, we built a huge organization.
Frank Borman,
here.
former president of Eastern Airlines.
Mhm,
Richard Chapman, former publisher of the Miami Herald.
that's correct.
Most people don't know that. Most of the people
That's
that are
right.
watching
That's
weren't born
right.
yet.
That they weren't born yet. So okay, and Frank Borman was an astronaut too.
Oh, very good.
Remember, so these people they understood it, they got it, and that's how we ended up with them here, because Informed Families was the biggest and best chapter. So that's good
So
news.
let's talk about informed families. Exactly what does it do? Who, what, and where?
Who, what, when, and where.
Right.
We're all about prevention.
Excuse me. Can you get a straight shot? Who is this guy? The guy keeps getting older and older every day. You haven't aged at all.
I'm trying to get younger.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to work on that.
I just had a double scoop of triple ice cream that didn't help.
Oh, I love ice cream, but no. If I could show my little slide thing a little bit to talk about what
Sure.
is prevention.
Tommy, can you get that?
I thought all those ladies in Washington knew what it was, but Informed Families has been on the leading edge of defining what is prevention. And basically what it is, it's messaging for meaning,
Okay.
hope and help. Keep going. We don't have to stick on it too long.
Are these? Is there words?
Yeah,
Word-
prevention is participation.
Okay.
So that's one. If I had one message to give to all of you today, you want to prevent this, you don't want a drug problem, then participate with us. What's the next one say? So I said something wonderful. Oh, prevention is actualizing. I mean, why is it that we want to always the news? We could talk a lot about what was just revealed about Facebook, because it says a lot about us individually.
That it was off for a day. How great it was.
Well, no, how we want to see things that are awful, and we stay on things that are awful, and then we're angry because we're on things that are awful. So prevention doesn't do that. Prevention says to you, stop doing that and start thinking about things that make you happy and things that help you. So that's the difference. And we're not in a prevention-oriented society. We're in an awfulizing society. And that's what we're promoting with the media. So thank you for having this, because this is media and it's something positive. We can talk about something positive.
Any more of that?
Nope, that's enough.
That's enough.
Just stop that awfulizing. That would be my message.
So tell me, how long you been there?
I was one of the founders here in Miami. I actually, Bob Graham asked me if I'd have a meeting with the chief of police, who was
Who was it?
I can't remember his name right now. But Leonard Britton was the school superintendent.
Wow.
Bobby Jones was the chief of police. And I said, I'll have one meeting. It's the longest one meeting I've ever been in, Grant. It's the same meeting, you know. But because we were fortunate enough to have those people in Miami who had such influence. The other thing about Miami in 1982, when we started, we weren't in denial. We were getting into the cocaine cowboys and all this.
It was pretty hard to be in denial. The whole town was painted white.
Yeah, exactly.
And powder.
Exactly.
No matter where you went.
At the beauty parlor, you name it, it was there.
It was at a beauty parlor? I didn't know that. Which one?
So there you go. We didn't have denial. We had community leaders, and they took action. And actually, it was Alva Chapman and Frank Borman who funded us right in the very beginning through their friends. And so we had some money from people.
The non-group.
The non-group. That's right. They funded it.
That, as somebody, the police chief of City of Miami called it, said the Cuban Mafia, but Miami was run by the non-group for the betterment of Miami-Dade County.
That's right. For the betterment.
And
absolutely,
I don't know all the players because it was the non-group and nobody knew it. But so how are you funded? How is staff? And tell me exactly what's Informed Families, not the red ribbon. I got that.
Informed Families is a nonprofit 501c3, and our mission is to help children grow up safe, think about that, healthy and drug-free. So that's our mission. So we all of a sudden come along with different programs at different times. We have 4 campaigns that we just keep broadcasting. We just completed Family Day. Now here's one. Everybody, you want to let your children be successful, eat dinner with your children. The research out of Columbia University is really clear. Eat dinner with your children 4 times a week. They're 50% less likely to get into destructive behaviors. Destructive behaviors can be things like taking guns to school. You don't know what your kid's going to think of, but when you're eating dinner together and you're reinforcing your ideas with each other, just like Grant and I have known each other for 39 years, if we focus on each other and we think about each other and we're there, practicing presence, that's a really hard thing to do in today's world. So that was Family Day. We do that. And now we're in the red ribbon. So because we have a short attention span, it's
Who
actually
does?
8 seconds. Informed families. Oh, do you mean who has a short attention
You,
span?
are you accusing me of short attention?
I am.
Okay.
And not only that, he's looking at his
No, I'm not.
work.
I was getting my notes to make sure the notes are right.
Then, well, that's it. I mean, really, now they say we have an attention span of a goldfish, which is 8 seconds. That's hard.
Right.
That's really hard. So I don't. The thing is, we are not into blame. We just say, hey, here's something you should know. And that's what you have to do with your kids. You keep going, telling them what they should know, but you need to be a little bit relaxed. Here's what I want to tell you don't do. You don't come to our place to get the best little drug lecture in town so you can go out and deliver that. Your children are watching you every single day. They're watching your behavior. That's what they're watching. They're watching your words. That's how you teach.
Yeah, but it's easy to say that if there's a parents in both, but when there's one parent, it's tougher.
Oh, I think being a single parent's probably the hardest job in the world.
I heard on radio today, I'm a single mom. I go, if the dad's not in the picture, you're a single mom. But a majority of the people, their parents they're just not in the same house.
That's right.
I heard it today. I'm a single mom. No, you're not a single mom. You're single, but you're not the only parent.
That's correct.
I mean, it's like, am I correct?
Oh, you're absolutely correct.
It
Absolutely.
just bothers me. I heard it. Just
No.
an hour ago.
And I think that's where we're all the same. We're all different. We're all unique and valuable. So one of the things we try to do is ask the person, well, where are you in this kind of spectrum of life? And so they tell us, I'm a single mom. Okay, then you've got the dad. So how are you
Oh, he does nothing. Well, a lot of dads now, they're
they
very
do.
involved.
They do. And here's what you have to do. You have to get mom and dad delivering the same message. Because if they're not delivering the same message, what is the child going to do?
Here's the message. You ready?
Yeah.
If you're divorced, the message is ask mom. She's right.
Well, I could go along with that.
No, but it is a challenge when they're in
that.
two different homes. The children know how to work the system.
They do.
They
do.
All right. So
even if they're in the same home, the
Talk-
children know how to work.
talk to Mike.
Even if you're in the same home, I don't know how to look at you and talk in the mic. Anyway,
It's tricky.
it is tricky. Okay, I'm trying.
Okay. All right. So
See, that's called behavior adjustment, and that's what we hope to teach people to do, because you know something, but you have to adjust your behavior. Okay, I have to talk over here in the mic and try to look at you at the same time.
how many families or kids are involved in your organization?
Well, because we're Florida wide, we are totally throughout the state of Florida. We have offices.
Do you have chapters?
We actually have offices in Orlando and Miami. But the one thing that's been fabulous for us is the internet and the media now, because we can talk to people all over the world, and we've always had that. Like Red Ribbon is in Australia, it's in Britain. I mean, because one of the reasons Miami is a tourist destination, the first time we did Red Ribbon, again, Frank Borman gave out 40,000 ribbons at airports as they came in. So
Wow.
What do you think tourists said to us? They said, hey, we want to do this campaign. And we said, that's great, but you can't do it unless you organize the community. And I would keep going back to, it takes a community. I know, old cliches are old cliches because they're true. You do have to have a protective community. I mean, let's just say mom and dad are doing everything possible, but they're divorced. They're still doing everything possible. But what's the environment your child's in? You got to know that. And you have to have an impact on that environment.
Is that how informed families help families do that?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We help that because we're in school systems. So our campaigns go into the schools. They go to the counselors or the coordinators. They're different in
Right.
different schools. And then
Public and private, you're both.
yes.
And red ribbon, I love people when they put the red cups on the fences.
Don't you love that? I tell you, one of my big disappointments is I've never gotten Solo to be our main sponsor. I mean, they should be paying us, right?
Oh, absolutely. When is Red Ribbon Week?
October 23rd through 31st.
It's right around the corner.
It's right now.
Do you
That's
have
why I'm here.
Do you have you volunteers? Do you have a board? And who's the chairman of the board?
The chairman of our board is Gene Lindsay. Do you know Gene Lindsay?
No.
Well,
I know the name. Where do I know the
he's
name?
wonderful. He's an attorney. He's fabulous. And we just have a great board of directors. And
Who else is on the board? Who else is on the board?
Nika Logan. Do you know Nika Logan?
No.
No. Well, we're diverse because we're from different parts of the city.
Okay.
So she's up in Aventura, Bell Harbor.
Okay.
And so we have.
That's two different areas. Aventura and Bell Harbor. They don't connect.
No, they don't. Well, she's in Bell Harbor.
Okay.
But at least geographically.
Northeast stayed.
And you know who is wonderful for helping us is Sally Heyman.
She's the best.
She's the best. Sally Heyman gets it. If there's anybody that I would say, this is the role model for how you involve people in your community, it's Sally Heyman.
Commissioner Sally Heyman, who's termed out. And
oh, she is?
yes. So I think she has 2 or 3 years left. But she was a great state representative, correct?
Yes.
She was there
she's been
almost
great.
forever. And she's letting her hair grow now. Have you seen it?
No.
It's real long. It's gray. It looks great.
Oh, how wonderful.
Right, Sally?
Yes, Sally, do you hear us? We're saying good things. Well, the other thing is
Who else is on that board?
keep naming people on that board.
Okay. Donors, sponsors, name some of them that you have.
Joe's Stone Crab.
You have an event each year there.
We have an event each year. So I would have to tell you that our biggest sponsor is Steve Saywitz and that family. And they've been doing it now. I think
How
it's our
many people?
37 year.
300 people show up
450.
in that restaurant.
Mhm.
450, you get to eat an order of stone crabs.
And no speeches. And the only reason there are no speeches, you can't give one in Joe's because it's too divided
Yeah,
into different areas.
But I think somebody invited me there. And I don't eat stone crabs. I think they brought me the chicken.
They brought you chicken.
Yeah,
Or
chicken.
you can have other things too.
No.
Usually it's chicken.
Bill Clinton's favorite dish at Joe's is the fried chicken.
Yes.
So you have that big event and you sell tables and tickets and
People come. Actually, we don't. It's an interesting thing. We say we know how to get in Joe's without waiting in line. That was our first tagline. And so everybody we had these CEOs of corporations showing up.
this is before it officially opens, correct?
No, it's at the end.
Oh, really?
We're the ones that do it at the very end.
You close it out.
We close it out. Mhm. So it's a good thing. But when you ask about a board member and other sponsors, Coral Gables Trust is a huge sponsor for us. And
Who else? Who else?
I want to talk about that because I want to talk about
I
what
want you to
they're
talk
doing.
about Coral Gables Trust.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Coral Gables Trust is doing something for us now next Wednesday, as a matter of fact. We're going to take these 4 campaigns into their workplace. When you know how businesses frequently have lunches for their employees. And
By the way, Tommy loves stone crabs. So if you want to bring something into here, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I eat, like probably 10 pounds.
Okay.
well, that's going to cost you, Tommy.
Okay, go ahead.
No free lunch.
On grandstand.
Yeah.
No, but we're going to go into their employee lunchtime meeting, and we're going to talk about the 4 campaigns, and we're going to ask them to take it home to their family. See, because if you don't get this all the way home to your family, it's just blah, blah, blah.
How is that again? I couldn't hear you.
That's
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
So I want to know, are you going to light up your building red?
When is
their
it?
arena
October 22nd?
is October 23rd through 31st.
I'll call Mickey and see if we can do it at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have all kinds of buildings being lit up in Orlando, Miami, and all over. The Pentagon's also big with us. If you could ever go to one of the meetings where they do the Hall of Heroes and they bring them from all around the world, the groups that have the best participation in Red Ribbon. And the services are most effective with treatment. because they know their goal. It's very clear. And so it's a pleasure for us to work with the Department of Defense and the Hall of Heroes. It's a great thing. So Americans trying to bring that back to Miami, think about it, bring it back to community. So if you're here in South Miami and you put up something and you light up something, you're helping to deliver the message. You don't have to get out there and become a speaker.
So everybody who's watching in the next few days, October what?
23rd through 31st.
If you could put red lights on your house at night, we'd really
Yep.
appreciate it.
Mhm.
And if you want have more questions, it's redribbon.org.
Yes.
Redribbon. Can you, Tommy, when you get a chance, punch that in. Redribbon.org, right? That'll give you more detail.
That'll give them everything you want, and you can also enter contest. I mean, you do that, take a picture, send it to us.
And what do we win?
Well, it depends on your category. With a school, they do a certain thing, and they win money, and they get a new computer. So,
Wow.
but families get different things. I want to talk about something else we're doing
You're going
called
to. Go ahead.
Listen. And Listen is a movie that we're going to run during Red Ribbon Week. And anybody out there can watch it. All you have to do is go to informfamilies.org and you'll see how you sign up. Now, you watch the movie, no excuses. So you can watch it at home in your pajamas at your own time. Then we have 3 more dates where you participate in a discussion group. Now, if you sign up and actually watch the movie, see, we can figure out if you watch the movie
Okay.
or not, and you attend a discussion group, we'll put your name in a hat for a drawing for dinner at Joe's. This is for you. Is it Tommy?
Tommy.
Tommy, this is for you. You do those things, put your name in the hat, dinner for 4 at Joe's.
Or just me and I eat enough.
I think that's
You
even
can
better.
do that. That's even better.
That was quick. Okay, so I understand Red Ribbon. That helps people to understand
That's an awareness campaign.
awareness for no drugs.
No drugs. Awareness of the whole situation.
So,
Awareness how they
is
tie
it our
together.
drugs? Is it the illegal drugs that are killing us, or is it the drugs that?
Well,
prescription-
opioids are legal.
Right. So
I mean, so no, it's just drugs. And still what we have one of the biggest problems with, and people don't want to hear this, alcohol. Because see, it's part of our norming. And if something's part of your norming or my norming or the community norming, you don't want to hear it. I mean, why? It's a strange thing. This is a disease of denial and blame. Denial. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. We didn't have the opioid problem really until we started advertising opioids on TV in 1994. It was approved. So you see, there's such an interaction.
So the
between-
drugs that are killing us are not drugs from outside the country. It's the ones that we have here.
Right. Or it could be from outside of the country because they're all these counterfeit things or fentanyl. That's a huge thing. So you don't know what you're taking. Kids don't know what they're taking, except that's a very basic thing. I mean, didn't your mother say, don't put anything in your mouth or your body that you don't know what it is? I think we've lost some basic messaging.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like your mother, and your mother just kept saying it, And so we need those messages from parents to children, because this is interesting. Of all the
So-
research, who the children listen to?
Who?
Their parents. The number one reason they don't get into drugs is their parents.
It's not they listen to their fear of God.
maybe.
That's why they party in college.
Yeah.
But I think part of it is you don't do as much until you go away to college. That's my belief. But it's not my belief. It's what Red Ribbon makes public awareness.
Mhm.
Informed Family does what? Again?
Informed Families educates. We're about awareness and education, and there are all steps in that. There's awareness, there's understanding. That's what I'm hoping. There's a little more talking here. Acceptance. I could deliver the best information in the world, but if you don't accept it, you're not going to change.
And if we don't relay it proper.
If you don't relay it properly.
Do you have a master of ceremonies for Red Ribbon, or do you have a spokesman yet?
We don't. Because I think our message is, when you even ask that, every single person, what do we have? Listen, it's kids, it's people. Like this theme was delivered by kids. And so everything we do doesn't focus on one person. It focuses on you.
So drugs, whatever drugs they are,
Right.
what age are they starting at?
The one where we really focus is on middle school, because you see that as people make a transition from elementary to middle, you
Right.
feel insecure. When you feel
wait.
insecure, you use
At
drugs.
64, I feel insecure.
I know it could happen to anyone.
At 62, you feel.
That's right. Well, I think that's what you're saying is all true, and certainly as people age, there's more there. Sometimes they get into drugs. They weren't
Because
even
that-
into it because of the insecurity. So a big thing is insecurity. The other thing is we're not real with each other, right? We don't really say what we're feeling or thinking. Well, some of that's good. You need some filters, but on the other hand, none of us are perfect, right? We just aren't. But think about how we're portrayed as, and this goes back to all that Facebook or Instagram thing. Everybody's just supposed to be
well, and they put the
perfect.
filter on their face and they look 20 years younger.
Yeah, and that's not
That's
real.
not who we are.
That's not who we are, and we should be happy about who we are.
Absolutely. I think that I want you to close this out. I want you to look at the camera,
Oh, I'm going to look at the camera. All right,
middle camera,
middle camera.
and let's talk about Red Ribbon Weekend. Red Ribbon Week. Because everybody promotes Red Ribbon. Everybody. Correct?
Mhm.
Go for it. Peggy Sapp, 1982 or 3, I met you.
Mhm. That's right. That's exactly right.
40 pounds ago, but who counts?
So, Red Ribbon Week is October 23rd through 31st. We hope you will join us in any way that you want to do, but you go to our website, you'll see it, you can participate. Mostly we're really pushing Listen. Listen is a 1-hour movie. It's a real movie. It's not made by social workers. It's made by a producer from Hollywood, showing how 4 destructive behaviors, suicide, eating disorder, alcohol, and drugs, all go together. And what it's trying to teach teachers, principals, parents is to listen. And you can listen, but can you hear? So
That's
that,
2 different things.
that's 2 different things. So we'll have 3 nights or three times where you can interact on Zoom. You don't have to go anywhere, and you can talk to the producer and about why they did the listen thing. And if you sign up, if you watch it, and if you participate in a discussion group, then we'll enter you in a contest to draw your name out of a hat and give you dinner for 4 people at Joe's. What could be better than that?
If you want to get involved with Red Ribbon or inform families, go to redribbon.org.
Mhm.
Peggy, as always, I'll see you in 30 more years.
And we'll look just the same.
Same. Everybody, this is Grant Miller with Peggy Sapp. Have a great day.